Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. And the Cardinals will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Ohio State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
The sure hands, it's Smith. Giving him his pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Pocket starts to collapse. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the BallState Cardinals offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys who are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Makes his connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Unloads it left. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're going to throw it again. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire now on second down. The inside handoff. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive,
and the pass hits, picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this position. And the pass is intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Ready to fire from the pistol. They go to the ground. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Sayin. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. You take that kind of chance to the outer 3rd of the field, I mean, that's just begging to throw a pick 6.
Not a great decision. The coach is not going to be very happy when he goes over and says, why are you throwing in a double coverage? Let's read the field. If they're going to...
That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams and the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Well, jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
The Cardinals will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. fast motion from the offense. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ball State. The AT unit on the field.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Coming up, 4th down. That's the end.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Well, the upside is you could get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game, going for it inside your own 30. Looking to buy time. He'll throw it. Finds his man enough for the 1st. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. With the catch, it's Smith. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Really nice throw there to get the 1st down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the 1st round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a 1st rounder in the future.
6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. It's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
BallState gets it back. The offense headed to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the move, he fires. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Wide out in motion. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Getting some heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires on the move. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. BallState takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create.
He's off to the races. Touchdown, Cardinal. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Yeah, what a good job by the pass rush, get into the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Looking left. Complete downfield. Smacks it with the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard win.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. 3rd and goal coming up here. Throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass. Spits it out to the back. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. BallState gets it back. The offense headed to the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working that left side. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The hand to the running back. They'll pick up 4. 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run. Showing your physicality. Setting your offense up in a good spot.
This guy can throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete. Trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field. So I'm going to...
Touchdown, Ball State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coach...
He smashes his way through again. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Coming after him. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Thurman. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're trying to get to him. He's got the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. He looks that one in nicely.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BallState gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. The offense lining up for a first down play. Give to the back. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost a field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
42. BallState 21.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give and tick, 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 tick. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? And he breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Knocked down for the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Ohio State 49. BallState.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks. I'm just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Pocket starts to collapse. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. He caught it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in.
I tell you, if you're going to throw it to the perimeter of the field against zone coverage, you got to have really good anticipation at quarterback, and you saw it there. He threw that before his guy had even turned around. Accurate throw, they're able to make the play and get the first down.
Unleashes one. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense set on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And now on first down after converting with the run. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on its way to a first down.